Yeah, dude. Oh, feels good. How do you feel?
Super good.
You know, this is the streets have been waiting for this one.
The streets, yeah.
The fans, the
Popular
loyal
on
listeners, you are popular there.
On the streets?
Yeah. You got a following, and I won't sugarcoat it. You're a fan favorite on this show.
That's so appreciated because I feel like I say maybe like 10 words max each episode.
Exactly, but that's the thing. You leave the people wanting more, right? And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And everyone that comes up to me about the show that has, questions about who's going to be on the show, everyone has been asking, when is super producer Katie going to get her own episode?
Spoiler, it's on a Tuesday.
Not just any Tuesday.
What?
It actually is
a special Tuesday?
No, it is just
it's
any
National
Tuesday.
Coffee Day.
Is it really?
No.
There must be some weird national.
There is a National
holiday.
Coffee Day.
Well, yeah, but what do you think today is? There's like what holiday is it?
When I was in middle school, I logged like a bunch of the specific holidays on my phone.
Yeah.
No, there's none today that I know of, but we can look it up.
Today. What holiday is today? What is today.com? Nationaltoday.com. What is today? Today's Better Breakfast Day.
I had a good breakfast.
I had no breakfast.
It says it's Independence Day today.
For who?
I don't know.
For who?
New Zealand.
Ugh, the Kiwis. I Kiwi. Johnny Appleseed Day.
Okay, I like apples. We had an orchard not in my hometown, but like 50 minutes west of my hometown called Johnny Appleseed Orchard.
I guess I didn't realize. I guess I kind of thought he was sort of a Paul Bunyan of sorts. I didn't realize that he was necessarily
a person,
a real guy.
I don't think he is. I don't know actually.
Well, this says yes. This American legend was a living, breathing, historical human being.
Oh, it says that in the text.
Yeah, it says that on Johnny Appleseed Day.
I've been since disproven.
It's also National Chimichanga Day.
Awesome.
So we could hit up National Family Day. I don't know. A lot of these seem.
National Family Day seems what?
Yeah, just like, what is that? People talk about Hallmark holidays.
You think like family?
I think
that's
that's
like a Hallmark
I think this is a
theme?
Bob Evans holiday. You're just trying to get people to go to Bob Evans.
Who's Bob Evans?
Bob Evans family restaurants.
Oh, I've never
You
been.
never eat at a BE, a Bob Ev,
A bit.
a Bev, a Bevins.
No, I've never been to Bob Evans.
They're known, I think, for like mac and cheese and like chicken fried steak or something.
All things I'm pretty allergic to.
All things you can't really eat. Hold on, let me look up Johnny Appleseed. We'll get some historical kind of context, and then we'll really dive into what we came here to talk about.
It's not Johnny Appleseed.
Well, this says.
Hi, baby.
Charlie gets involved.
What do you got to say to the squad? Oh.
Where?
Crazy choice. Where are you going?
I think this is a fun way to start every show.
Charlie just climbing up.
Yeah, just let her, figure it out.
Fall asleep up there. Be my little pillow.
Johnny
Be my
Appleseed.
little pillow is what I said. I feel like I'm talking outside of the mic, and so no one can hear me. It's just like something super interesting is happening, but I'm like
Yeah, you're over there.
over here.
Johnny Appleseed, born John Chapman. Oh, on September 26th, 1774. So today's his 249th
Oh my God!
birthday?
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday,
What is
dear
this song?
Johnny Appleseed!
It sounded like
Happy birthday to you!
it sounded like you were going with
and
it. Charlie,
many
don't get up
more.
there.
Charlie, come here.
It sounded like you were gonna do the Applebee's. The Applebee's. You
I've
ever
never
heard
been to Applebee's.
that? Oh my God.
What's the Applebee's song?
You're
Could you please
killing me.
demonstrate?
I will demonstrate. Hold on. I won't hit a sound. I'll just do it. I was
What's the sound
gonna
you're gonna hit?
introduce it with a sound effect like, "Yo, welcome to Applebee's."
3, 2, 1, do it.
Happy birthday from Applebee's to you. We wish it was our birthday so we could party too. Hey!
Happy birthday from Applebee's to you. We wish it was our birthday so we could party too.
It's kind of like that. It's
career today.
It's kind of like that. Actually, yeah, we were talking about, maybe introducing some more musical. Yeah, me and you were kind of before the cameras. We do sometimes we talk when the cameras aren't rolling.
Yeah, we're maybe hanging out after.
Well, don't, give them too much. Don't.
That we hang
I don't want to pull the curtain back too much on this show.
Oh,
how
much of a curtain do we have? Most of our
Huge,
friends
dude.
are the ones who watch this. They know all our lives.
I have like a big sort of facade, I guess. Visage. Charlie, please. We're trying to do
Charlie's
something
got
here.
something to say.
She's mad at me. She's mad at me because I switched her food. Whoa. Is her bone over there? You should like pick up that pillow, maybe see if there should be a bone in there somewhere. God. Oh. Give her that. Yeah, give her that. See if she likes that.
Should I throw it?
No, just like push it in her face.
You want this?
Yeah.
No, she wants me.
Yeah, she wants to eat you.
I am tasty.
So
Confirm.
Charlie is a come here. You want to come here? You clearly have something to say. Say it into the mic at least.
Charlie, go on.
Come on, it's your time. It's your time to shine. Very interesting stuff.
Insightful,
Very
yeah.
interesting stuff.
Thank you, Charlie.
So what I did was, Charlie is a being a parent is hard.
Yeah, so hard.
Every day is like I don't have real kids, but I feel like I do.
Charlie's a kid.
She kind of is. She kind of has a lot. She's kind of like a baby.
Yeah.
You don't have to, like, I think probably human children you probably got to spend a little more time with.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah.
What I was saying was, she's not morbidly obese, but proportionally, even for her breed, the pug, she's a little on the wider side.
Okay.
She's a little girthy. She's got a little more mass than is medically suggested for that kind of dog. No problem. But the thing about this kind of dog is they actually say you can't get weight loss by increasing exercise for these dogs because of their like hip dysplasia problems, their health problems. You can't really jack up exercise for them. The only thing you can do is change their diet.
Okay.
Now here's the thing. If I don't feed this dog twice a day, there's going to be a lot of problems, right? She's pretty locked into that routine.
Can you just like do a few kibble less each day?
What we did, what I've elected to do is get modern medicine is really sort of taken off.
For a bit, yeah.
Science is kind of advancing at rates hitherto never before seen. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what these scientists have done, these veterinary scientists, is they've kind of developed weight loss formula. Okay. For dogs.
Okay.
And what I've done is I've acquired this formula and this food. Okay. And so
the story is strangely long
for what it is.
You telling me that you give your dog weight loss food, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
So I've gotten her this new weight loss food, and it looks like it looks like bad Cheerios.
Oh, was it in your snack container?
No, I don't think so.
Or did you just have cereal?
Those are just bad
there?
Cheerios.
Okay.
No, but they're O's. And I think my theory, and there's really no evidence besides like gut feeling and hunch to back this up, is that she does not like the O's. She knows the O's are less. She knows that and I'm pretty sure pugs can't even feel I'm pretty sure they have a genetic thing where they don't know that they're full.
Oh.
So they could eat, I've read that they can just eat themselves to death. Like they just wouldn't stop eating naturally.
It's really scary.
Yeah, but I still think that she knows that this food is not as filling as the other one or something. Like she knows metabolically something's different, and I think she's mad at me for it.
I mean, probably.
It's just like we got here out west, LA, West Coast, 310. What's up?
Good, yes. Word associations.
And She was happy, I thought. She was chill.
Well, yes. I mean, I think any dog is going to like react to a change in diet because their bodies are so used to what they've been eating. So it's gonna come out in like vitamin or hormonal kind of differences.
Yeah.
So, Hunter, what did you do today?
Oh man, dude, I'm having car troubles, Katie.
Okay.
My car, my battery's dead.
Did you leave a light on?
I did the first time about a month ago, month and a half ago.
For how long? How long does it take to drain a battery?
Well, here's the thing. Before I drove across the country, I took my car in, got it fully serviced. They said, you're good to go. Phew, drove across the country.
Super fast.
So fast.
Mm-hmm.
Not that fast.
Oh.
Kind of
How
fast.
fast?
Like, how fast was my car moving? Or how?
Yeah. What was your average mile per hour?
Probably averaged at around like 80.
Okay, awesome.
Kind of fast. But
That's
like,
kinda
when
fast.
you're in like fucking Utah, you can go like 95.
I think it's pronounced Utah.
I don't think that's true. Utav.
The H is pronounced like an F. Utah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Anyways,
Continue.
I get here and street parking, right?
So silly.
Yeah. So but I was helping friends move like couches around and stuff a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you helped me get my desk.
Yeah. I like to help. I'm kind of a helpful guy. It's
Yeah,
kind of my
but
thing.
we use my car.
That's true. And I think what happened was when we were shoving.
Actually, wait, sorry, pause.
Okay.
You say I'm kind of a helpful guy.
Yeah.
Macy and I were just talking about that
Well, that's
last
nice.
night. We were
That's
just like,
nice.
Hunter's just such a helpful person.
I
and
try.
like does it like seemingly unconsciously, like maybe it is consciously, but it's like I don't know. We were just gushing over you for a bit.
Well, that's very
night.
sweet. It's from my mom. That was my mom was always that was just her whole thing. I can help people. So now when I don't
now
like,
it's you.
I would love to be a selfish asshole.
No, you wouldn't. You would feel so bad all
That's
the
thing.
time.
Anytime I try to do something like that, I feel really bad about it, and that's Mama.
Yeah.
That's Mama's voice in my head. Anyways, park my car
Yes. Okay.
on the street. Points at. I shouldn't say where we live.
On an unnamed
On a street
location
in West Hollywood. And I think what happened was shoving a couch into my trunk. I think the top of the couch turned on lights in the back seat when I was putting it in there that I didn't notice.
Okay.
And then I don't like driving in this city. It terrifies me.
Yeah.
And
it's super reasonable.
And when I get a good parking spot, I don't really want to lose it.
That's true.
So I think I probably left my car for about a week on the street with the light on.
Oh.
Totally
that's a long
dead.
time.
Totally dead. AAA comes, they jump it. The guy's like,
Hey, I have jumper cables. You could have called me.
I have jumper cables too. That we tried to jump it with Justin, and whose name I don't have to bleep anymore. And it wasn't enough juice. It got the battery on, but it wouldn't get the engine started.
Okay.
AAA comes with their little device. Guy boosts me up, and he's like, just run it for like 2 hours, and you should be good for like a while. I don't know enough about cars to be like, I don't know how that's possible, but okay.
Run it for 2 hours? What does that mean?
Just like, get the engine going, get those RPMs up on your engine. And I guess that juices the battery back up.
Okay.
Anyone listening to this
Yeah.
that knows anything about cars is thinking that I'm such a
dial
dumbass
in,
right
let
now.
us know.
So I do that. And my car works, I guess, fine for about 3 weeks.
Okay.
And then, this morning,
It died again?
it died again.
Okay.
So I had to call AAA.
And did you get it done?
I'm just really drawing out a lot of stories that are short.
We have not asked a question about me yet, but
We're just only 15 minutes in. So they come again. AAA, different guy, same company, same card for me. I've been a member for 6 years now. AAA.
okay, awesome.
And
I also am a member.
fuck me.
What was that?
That was my phone.
You don't need those.
Yeah, what the hell, dude? I don't get that.
Phones are ruining our attention span.
They're ruining the
and
youth.
our memories.
Yeah. You want to speak on that, or you want me to finish this story?
No, go ahead.
The guy AAA guy. I believe his name is Nick.
Oh, that's awesome. Like, thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Nick. Seemed like a very good guy. Jumped me up again, and he said, your battery's only got about 5 volts in it.
Okay.
Does that seem right to you?
I don't know anything about cars.
Or volts, really, but I feel like they sell like 9-volt batteries in Target, right? 9 volts is more than 5.
I don't know.
Anyways, this guy tells me my car's got 5 volts in it.
Okay.
That, to me, doesn't seem like enough.
No, probably not.
I say, guy, I gotta go get groceries. Okay, I'm hungry, and I've been on my phone trying to schedule an appointment. I say, do you think that this will last me till Wednesday when I can take it to the dealership? And he gave me one of these. He went, so I said, okay.
Yeah. So now it's at the dealership?
No, now it's in the garage until tomorrow when my appointment is.
Can you drive it there?
I'm gonna try to drive it there tomorrow.
Well, that's awesome. Like, sucks. That sucks. I don't really know
Yeah,
how to
no, hold
react
on.
to this story.
The crowd can react for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay, so that's really sad. I'm so sorry that you're going through so much car trouble.
What did you do this morning?
Oh, baby. Sorry, Charlie break. This morning I had a lovely morning where I woke up. Oh, well, the morning was. Did you see in the group chat that I sent a text for a shovel?
Yeah, I did see that you wanted a shovel. What did you need a shovel for?
So there was a dead animal in our backyard, and I was feeling really bad for it. So this morning I woke up and I read it poetry.
Jesus
and then
Christ.
I dug a hole and I buried it and I made like a marker for the grave.
Was it a squirrel? What was it?
It was a possum. And don't worry, I waited a
You
number
were
of
sure that it was
I
dead.
waited a number of hours, yes.
So you came out. So you walk out into your porch. It's like a nice September morning.
Yeah, it was in the backyard.
And you see a dead animal.
Mm-hmm.
And your first reaction was like, "Oh no."
Yes.
And so you go inside and you get a book of poetry?
No, I don't. I don't have as many books of poetry as I would like to have. So I kind of like Googled
yeah.
poetry for like
Departed souls.
Yeah, passing on to like whatever the next life is.
Okay.
And I read like a bunch of it.
Oh
And
my
Macy
God.
came out and helped me as well.
That's nice. And Macy was probably pretty bummed about it too.
Yeah, they were.
You guys are both empaths.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
I know. I don't quite know the
Damn it.
like full definition
Okay.
of an empath, but I know it's got like I think a negative.
Oh, really?
Stereotype?
Well, but that's just from like it's got a negative stereotype. In the same way that like people that go to the gym have a negative stereotype.
Oh.
It's like people make fun of people that aren't fully into it, but like use it as a personality trait.
Yeah.
But I think the people that actually are that 100%, there's nothing really wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like a specific like I'm a specific person. I think like
Oh God.
I just empathized.
Yeah, you just
as a
are.
verb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I was just hoping that you could explain that to me because I hear people say it a lot. And
I don't
really
know.
know what it means. That's fine.
Yeah, no, like I feel like that's something I maybe should know, given my like maybe vibe, but I
Well,
don't.
That's honestly, and I don't think that you should or shouldn't know anything based on your vibe. But I will say I asked you the question because of your vibe. I thought you might know.
Mm-hmm.
Is that fair?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I would say that's super fair. And then Macy and I went and got coffee at a coffee shop for Sasquatches.
Not by Sasquatches.
By and for.
By Sasquatches for
For
Sasquatches.
Sasquatches, yeah.
Say that 5 times fast.
By Sasquatches for Sasquatches.
Yeah, I
nah.
couldn't even get one. Okay, so
Yeah.
what do you mean by that?
Oh, like it's just like
It's just how
called
it's
Sasquatch
branded?
coffee or
Yeah.
something like that. And if you know anything about me, I have like a slight obsession with Sasquatches.
You like Yeti, abominable snowmen. Are those the same thing?
I think
No,
the
Sasquatch
Yeti
is a
like
Bigfoot.
yeah. Sasquatch is like Bigfoot, and the Yeti is like
An abominable.
in winter type places. And I have like my car has like one of those scent things that's a Sasquatch.
Nice.
And like I have a Sasquatch ring that Fia, who's been talked about on the
Yeah.
podcast, gave me. And I like made my dad pull over at a Sasquatch gas station
Cool.
on our way home last summer.
So do you think Bigfoot's real?
Yeah.
Cool. Have you ever thought about like going to find him, going to look for him?
No, that seems invasive.
You think Bigfoot's real and we shouldn't fucking bother him?
Yeah.
Because humans ruin everything.
Yeah. Well, I don't think humans ruin everything.
Oh, that's nice. You got a shred of optimism in there.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think, like, we don't quite know the line between, like, being kind to our world and, like, or I don't think we quite know how to be kind to our world without, like, constantly feeding our desire for knowledge.
And like draining it dry.
Well, yeah, and draining it dry. But anyways, I got coffee at this place. And then I...
Wait, really quick. Do you think Sasquatches are real because of the pictures you saw, or you just believe it in your heart that they are? Like, do you think those Bigfoot pictures where you think that's real?
I don't know if I believe that that's real. I think I just, like, have an inclination to believe any sort of, like...
Cryptid.
Mythological or, like, folklore type character, just because I, like, have an inclination to believe that this story was potentially made up with a shred of truth, as most of our, like, history is
Myths
made
are,
with like some sort of shred of truth. And so, like, maybe the Sasquatch is still real and alive today, but probably it was just, like, something that was seen, like, a really long time ago.
Well, I like to believe that he's out there somewhere.
Yeah,
I think that's
do
nice.
too. I like to believe that as well.
And I like to believe in, like, the Chupacabra and Nessie. Anyways, back to Sasquatch
Well,
coffee.
apparently Nessie is, like, a controversy right now because they, like, have the equipment to fully, like, scour
Decide if
the
she's
loch,
real.
which is, I think, a big bummer.
Like, we should just let that... Like, what? Yeah, we're like, you know, we talked about on the show how technology is ruining these kids' imaginations or whatever.
Yes.
Now you want to take away a campfire tale that's literally passed down generations.
Yeah, it's ruining our sense of, like,
Millennia.
intrigue and wonder in this pursuit of, like, absolute and knowledge.
Ugh, that's so true. And it goes back to, you know... We're getting real. It goes back to these binaries that
we haven't
everyone's...
even gotten through, like, 11 p.m. of my day, or 11 a.m. of my day.
We're going back to these binaries that the world wants to force everyone to adhere to, whatever that is. You know, but the biggest one is right, wrong, true, false, and the you know the honesty is that.
Yeah. No, that's true.
That's
people,
not the case.
Yeah, people, and also, like, people forget that there is a lot of gray area in between, like, true and false and right and wrong. And, like, things do not often deal in absolution. So, but then after this coffee Sasquatch place, hey, I heard you like pie.
What kind of pie are we talking? Wait, I can't hear you. Hold on.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
Technology.
Well, any pie. Just, like, I'm curious what your favorites are.
I have apple pie on the counter.
I saw that.
It's apple season, baby.
It is apple season.
We're approaching.
Were you at my house when I made the crisp?
So good. Have you
Yeah.
talked about that on the pod yet?
No, we haven't.
What is he even doing? What does he
We
even
talked
ask
for a
about?
really long time about cars and dog food.
In relation to one another, or?
No, no, two separate things.
Up top for about 25 minutes.
It was awesome.
It sounds pretty awesome.
What's your favorite type of pie? Oh, it's going so good. Justin, do you want to talk about something? Yeah, no, we're about 5 seconds in.
Guys, here's the thing about podcasting is that it's not, you know, it's somewhere between a science and an art,
Oh,
right?
I like this serious segue. Hunter accidentally deleted our first 30 minutes of convo, which is very okay. It's very okay.
It is okay because
we're not talking about much.
we didn't even get into it yet, but it, you know, it is like, I like that. I like building up into the flow, you know. I think that's a very fun part, getting the wheels starting to turn, you know, up, scaling your gears into where you need to go.
This is true.
You know, that probably, you know, it's probably gone. It's probably lost. Might not be, but I think it is.
Only if you let... Oh, you just slobbered on me. Only if you let that affect you.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm going to I'll get past it, and I'll get out of this I'll get out of this rut that I'm in.
Yeah, this rut. There's like rut that you just.
But
okay.
I guess to catch you guys up to speed, we talked about Charlie got new dog food.
You want to do the story again?
No, my car died. My battery died.
You want to do that one again? We could do the Sasquatch.
Let's talk about Sasquatch again, because I did like that conversation. Now,
okay. Are we gonna have to like verbatim? I'm trying to remember what I said.
no, I think that would be dangerous. I think that's a dangerous game. But we'll do a classic THDRH experience and really get into it. Does that sound good to you?
HTH.
No, I made a mistake by starting with H. So when I hit T after the H, I meant to just cancel the first H. So it's just THD.
Wait. Spell that word you were spelling before.
Okay, they don't think that I know how to spell the word gelatinous, which is
Gelatinous.
insane. Are you guys ready for me to spell the word gelatinous? We had Justin Levine in this chair. He started off with a J, and I was like, that's insane. I know you know it doesn't start with a J. I know you were doing it.
JLATOUBNS.
GELATINOUS, gelatinous. We should do a spelling
No idea
bee.
if that's right.
It absolutely. Do you want to look it up right now?
Not really.
I don't either. I know it's right.
I don't either.
I think we should do a spelling bee on this show one day.
Okay, well, I would just fail.
You could. Well, you
'cause I
could. You
can't
could judge
spell.
it. You could be the judge.
I don't know any of the words.
What do you? But like a spelling bee judge has a list of words.
And they're cheating.
with their What do you mean?
They should have to know the words.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
You think a spelling bee judge should just be a human dictionary
Yeah.
that knows the?
It should be the winner of the past spelling bee.
It should be a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
So today, what did you?
I went to.
Well, first you read poetry to a dead possum. That made me laugh to hear about.
Oh yeah, there was a possum that had died in our backyard, and so I read poetry about passing on to whatever's afterlife to the dead possum, and then I dug a
Do all
hole.
possums go to heaven?
I don't know. I don't quite know. I've never. I don't know. How do you know that?
That's true. Well, it's just like I've heard all dogs go to heaven.
Oh.
And I was just wondering if the same.
Yeah, that used to scare me.
Charlie just talked about. She heard me talking about her dying. I was joking. You're going to hell. You're going to hell.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay. Stop. Let's switch gears. Let's get into the traditional THDRH experience. I don't know if it's a great acronym. I know we're kind of, for the time being kind of locked into it, and I don't hate it, but I don't know.
To switch the acronym, we would have to switch the name of the pod.
Mm-hmm.
So would that be something you would like to consider? Producer meeting happening in the middle of the episode.
I don't know if it'd be, I don't know. We got it now.
Why don't we get some comments?
Guys, sound off below if you think we should completely rebrand the entire show.
And also rebrand it to Lone Wolf, who has no friends and talks to people.
Lone Wolf Podcast.
Loved, even though he has no friends and does not share his emotions.
Welcome back to the Lone Wolf Podcast. What have I been doing this week? Cool shit by myself.
I've been getting my car battery.
Calling AAA 3 times.
I changed my dog food.
New formula. All right. Katie,
yes.
Where are you from?
You don't know that?
Oh my god. No, okay. So we've done. This will be episode lucky number 13 of the program.
We should release it on a Friday. Do we have a Friday the 13th coming up, do you think?
What's today, the 26th? I don't know.
Wait. Today's Tuesday the 26th.
Yeah. Let's map
Wednesday
it out.
the 27th.
Yeah.
Thursday the 28th. Friday the 29th.
Saturday's the 30th.
Saturday is the 30th. Do we have 31 days this week?
Nope.
Or this month?
Nope.
So October 1st is Sunday.
Uh-huh.
So that means October
8th
would be
Sunday.
9
Monday. 10
Tuesday,
Tuesday, 11 Wednesday, 12 Thursday.
We have to release it on the 13th.
You want to wait 2 weeks to release this episode?
Kinda. We have to
Just not have an episode for 2 weeks, you think?
No.
But then it wouldn't be episode 13.
Oh shoot! No.
How about this? How about we release the episode this week?
But no
and
one's
then we
allowed
say-
to watch
we
it until the
say,
13th.
Nobody watch this episode for 2 more weeks.
Yeah,
we
I
could
think
do
that's
that.
a good idea.
Or we could say, if you start watching the first 20 or so minutes or whatever up to this
or
point.
40 if it saved the.
If it saved the rest of the show,
Yeah.
watch whatever you've had so far. And then when you get to right here, pause.
Pause.
And pause. Freeze, make them think that they paused it.
Oh.
Nice. And then you can watch the rest of the episode on Friday the 13th. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, and then if you do that, and you give me proof that you did that, and you I will bake you something.
Oh my God. You should be careful with that kind of commitment.
Well,
I know for a fact that
no
there's...
one here knows where I live.
Yeah, but if you promise to bake someone something, doesn't that... Would you have to ship a baked good across country?
Oh, I don't stand by my promises all that strong.
I don't really believe in keeping my word
Yeah,
like
I
that.
don't believe in that at all.
No, but what I want to say was, you've seen, I guess not 12 episodes, but 5 or 6 episodes now.
I've seen
7.
5 or 6.
Well, you've seen them, probably all of them.
I've seen all of them,
You've seen
except
all
for
of
I
them.
haven't seen Justin's yet.
That's fine.
I've worked.
You can skip that one.
No, I would love to watch that one because I love Justin. If he can hear me, Justin,
No
I love you.
shot he can hear you, and fuck that guy if he is listening.
That's really not how you should treat your friends. Maybe this is why you have the lone wolf persona of being
I take it back. I'll cut that out. I didn't mean that about him.
That fuck him.
Yeah. No, you know
Are you
what?
gonna cut that out?
You know what? I do
Wait,
mean
are
it.
you the kind of person who stands by the things you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah. And he'd say the same about me.
Okay. Awesome. Yes.
No.
You guys fuck each other.
No, but you've in person seen how the sausage gets made a few times. From what?
Nothing. Keep going.
You don't like that figure of speech.
I did not say anything, and they can't.
You
see 'cause
had a
this is
look.
A podcast.
You had a look. And you've been in the chair or on the couch seeing me interview somebody.
Uh-huh.
How do you feel about my interview skills?
You're super good at it.
Is that true?
Yeah.
You believe that?
My voice I always say things like it's like I'm being sarcastic, but this,
Yeah.
I genuinely think you're a very good podcast host. You make people talk about themselves and really appreciate what they're saying about themselves, and also feel proud of who they are.
Yeah.
And I think you're really good at that.
Oh, thank you very much. It's very kind.
Mhm.
Definitely cutting that out. I can't have genuine compliments to me. No, I'm just kidding. But we've gotten, similar to me, we've gotten bits and pieces about you over the months that we've been doing this, but never, had a chance to really. So yeah, I know where you're from, but that question wasn't.
I forgot that's what
that question wasn't for me.
Yeah, true. It's for you.
It's for
And
the
you.
beloved viewer or listener. And, I'm sure you're a pretty big part of most of our listeners' lives at this point.
Yeah. I hope they have photos of me.
Yeah, probably both of us,
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Both of us in their bedroom.
Man, we both of us in our listeners' bedrooms. That's a fun thought to have.
I am from Wheaton, Illinois.
Woo woo! We
Which, if you don't know, is a suburb of Chicago. And it's about 20 minutes up from Naperville.
Okay.
And I'm directly west of Chicago.
And did you like living outside of Chicago? First of all, do you tell people that aren't from the Midwest when they ask you where you're from? Do you just say Chicago?
No.
Say I'm from outside of Chicago.
I say I'm from the burbs.
Nice, yeah.
Suburbs of Chicago.
And what did you like? Did you like
Growing up in Chicago? Or
around around Chicago?
I did not grow up in the city.
Did you like the Midwest though? You like being a Midwest girl?
I love the Midwest. I love everything that has to do with seasons.
Yeah, you like
and
the changing, yeah.
And I think people in the Midwest are just super genuine and wonderful. I do think people like everywhere are genuine and wonderful, but people from the Midwest just feel a lot more comfortable to me.
It's like just a gear they're operating in almost. It feels I don't know, I don't want to like saying more genuine or more real feels like an asshole thing to say because like you said they're everywhere, but like it does just feels like a little more grounded.
Yeah, I think it like maybe I don't know quite what it is, but I do think it is like a communal feeling that you get when you're from the Midwest and you meet someone else from the Midwest. You're like, oh, like we have experienced very similar
and
things.
we're bonded by the snow and the craziness.
Yeah, and the grocery stores and like I don't know. I feel like the Midwest is a lot of like grocery stores and like strip malls and like some cornfields, and I think there's something like super beautiful about those that only people from the Midwest really see. Yeah,
really understand the beauty of that. Yeah, I think that's very nice. And public school?
Yes.
Wheaton North
High School.
Woo! What was your mascot?
It was a falcon.
The Falcons. That's pretty cool.
Falcons.
The Fighting Falcons. Did you guys have like an actual bird mascot?
We did have a bird mascot.
Nice.
I honestly haven't thought about that mascot since high school. But
did you know the person that was the mascot?
I mean, like it was a public school and there was a lot of people we all kind of knew each other, so I think I knew them, but like not well enough that I could name them right now.
How big was your graduating class?
500.
Damn, so pretty big.
Pretty big, but like Wheaton's a close community. Everyone knows everyone's business.
Cool. And was that like a school where like you all went to the same like elementary and middle school, or was there like a bunch of middle schools?
Yeah, there was a bunch of elementary schools, and then it went into like 2 or 3 middle schools, and then those went to the high school. And
like, what kind of student were you? Because you know, in my head, you were like a very hardcore, studious, let's fucking get down to business.
Yeah.
Organized trapper keepers.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I mean, I was a pretty intense like student, but I've never been, and you've seen my computer screens. I've never
That's
been
actually
like,
true. The tabs on your screen are unbelievable.
Yeah, I've never been super like organized.
Type A organized hardo.
Yeah, but I do like I'm particular, but I'm not super organized in like the way that people I think of organized. Like I am organized in my own systems.
You know exactly how your system works.
Yes.
You know what every moving piece does.
Yes.
But if an outsider comes in, they say, whoa.
Yeah, like I was talking to Macy. I was talking to Macy the other night, and I was like, oh, I have like 240 tabs open on my Safari.
Unbelievable.
And they were like, why? And I was like, well, I form emotional attachments to these tabs, and I can't get rid of them because like this is the tab that my like uncle's band once had a video of, and now it's no longer on YouTube, but I have the tab up because I feel like I formed this emotional attachment to it. You know, I'm sure we have people that listen that do the same thing, or definitely that know people that do the same thing, but to see like 240 tabs, like you can't even, it doesn't even fit like the mini logo of the website on the tab anymore. Like I don't understand. How do you know which tab to click to? The computer will have like 30 max. I meant on my phone, 240 on my phone.
Even 30 on a computer. You know, how long do you go without opening one of those tabs? Months?
Well, to get to one tab, I open them all.
Jesus Christ. That's insane.
I hope like no job person is like watching this right now.
We're really going to see how you organize your desktop before we hire you for this position.
Yeah, that would be bad.
I mean, you know, all the power to you. And I think the phone one is a little easier for me to wrap my head around because you just, you know, you swipe when you get the information that you needed, you swipe out of the Safari app. And then the next time you need something, you open it up, new tab. I can see how that adds up. You just minimize when you're done using your computer. You just close the lid.
Yeah.
New tab next time. No Xing out of your browser ever.
I mean, if I want to, I will. I just don't often want to.
We'll move off it. It's just always.
Yeah, I never X out of the entire
always boggled my mind.
There's always at least one tab open.
God damn. As soon as the tabs. Oh, Charlie.
And then like once a month, I'll delete everything and then shut my computer down. because someone told me one time that it's not good to like
Put
let
it in
your
a closet.
computer not shut down. Yeah. So I was a good student.
Hardo student.
I tried really hard. I really like valued learning.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like.
What were your favorite subjects?
Oh, I honestly loved most all of school.
Pretty much every class.
Which is surprising because I'm not a huge like math person anymore. But in high school, I was
You liked it.
really loved math and was like good at it.
Yeah.
Like I was in the
Advanced
class.
track.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What was your forte, dude? Algebra, trig?
My forte?
Yeah. Calculus?
I don't know if I had a forte.
Mhm.
I really liked calculus.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean English was like
Yeah, that was
one
your
of my
fucking
favorites.
shit.
Yeah, I love reading, love writing.
History? Were you into history, social studies?
Yeah, I mean definitely into history. I think like I struggled a little bit with the way that history was taught at my school.
Yeah.
Because I think history is a super fun like subject. I just don't think like a lot of I say that, but like all my history teachers were amazing. Yeah. But it just wasn't a subject that's like historically been taught as a very interactive like the way English you're like holding a text, you're like physically annotating.
Yeah.
I just couldn't retain information with history as
Just
well.
rote memorization type thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. And I know you like animals. Was like science a big?
Oh, I was like, what's
I was gonna foray it into horses in a second, but biology. Did you like biology? Yeah, I can't clip it and post it. We've already juiced our horse girl clips, but I didn't want to talk about it.
Was I a biology? No, biology I took in 8th grade actually. And that kind of was just like, I don't know. I just didn't love that class.
Around,
but I loved chemistry.
Word.
I also really liked physics. And then I like, because I was in these like advanced classes so that I could eventually like take the AP classes. And then I just decided not to and took like a bunch of random other classes.
Hell
so I took
yeah.
like astronomy and forensics my senior year, which was so much fun.
Yeah.
I loved those classes.
Yeah, like public speaking, forensics.
No,
forensic
like
science.
forensic science.
Nice.
Like we
Getting
did
fingerprints and shit. What were you doing?
fingerprints.
Ooh.
I mean, like trigger warning for talks about like blood
crimes
and
DNA.
dead animals. I guess we already talked about dead animals today. But like, yeah, she would like bring in cow blood and we would drop them from certain lengths and like measure the
splatter.
Whoa, or
cool.
like, my professor would bring in chicken carcasses and we would leave them in the courtyard and watch as their bodies decompose in different like environmental settings. So that was so fun. It was such a cool class.
That sounds sick.
Mm-hmm. And it actually like I know someone who took that class and decided like, hey, that's what I want to do.
I'm gonna do CSI type
and like
shit.
I just think it's really cool that like some high schools have these specific classes that people wouldn't know about otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, my high school digital media class changed the game. Shout out Matt Bovin.
Yeah, I had those too.
Yeah.
I was actually in mainly photography classes. I took photography until like I was like in the class where they were like, "Oh my God, we can't keep teaching you. You've taken it too many years." So I love photography. I did do we called it broadcast media.
Nice.
Class. I did 2 of those, and then I was in our school like video news station.
So you guys did the school news.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was an anchor and I was a producer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn. How did you like being on air? Did you see yourself as a news person at some point?
You know, it's crazy because I've gotten like I was super anxious to be on this today.
Right.
I've gotten like a lot more shy.
Wow. Interesting.
The more I've gotten older. In high school, that was something I was like, I love doing this.
Yeah, being on camera.
I love being on camera. I love talking to people.
Why do you think that is?
I think I have like a slight theory, and it's that I gain like confidence and like positive self-image the longer I am in a place. And I think a lot of people have this because like a lot of people think, oh, you like gain confidence as you mature or whatever.
Yeah.
But like in Ann Arbor, by year 5, I felt like I like loved myself. I loved who I was to the people that I love. And I think like by senior year of high school in Wheaton, I was like, oh, I love myself. And like who I am to the people that I love enough that like I was so happy to be on air, let people see like who I am. And I think since moving to LA, I'm in this like new year
Starting over
where I'm
again.
like, I don't know anyone here. I don't quite
I like
have
that.
this self-confidence.
I think that's so like gaining confidence as you mature. I mean, a little bit, but absolutely you're right. Like gaining confidence as you get comfortable with people in a place is absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's super interesting. And then you ran cross? Did you like what sports?
Yeah, I ran cross country
You were a
and
runner?
did track.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
It's true.
Are you fast?
I was on varsity. I was never like,
You weren't
I
going
was
to
probably like
state.
4th or 5th on my varsity
Okay.
team. I was
Cool.
never in state,
Yeah.
no. Charlie. But yeah, I have like a 5:37 mile time. I
Oh,
think.
that's pretty fucking fast.
It was fast for like me,
Yeah.
but
I
there were some
certainly
people in my
couldn't do
grade
that.
who were running like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I could never do it. I could never just go out and run. So you're making videos. Are you making videos in your free time? Or mostly just with the school?
Yeah, I mean, like, it felt like it was not in my free time, but because it was with the people who I was in this club with, but it was in my free time. Like we made a stop motion animation that we, and I guess I did like a short film that I entered into like film festivals and we won
Little prize there.
second place
Give me that
awards.
little runner-up prize
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Nice.
runner-up awards. I never got first ever. Yeah, so I did that and that was really fun.
Awards are for fucking... Dude, you don't even want to get first place in an award show because that means that you fucking conform to the establishment, you bent your knee to the man, and that's not what filmmaking's all about, dude.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like that's a pretty cool assessment.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Anyways.
Yeah. Anyways.
Sorry.
What's the what do we anyways?
I didn't mean to
to.
break off your point in the middle there, but did you ever do like theater or anything?
No.
Never a theater
No.
kid.
I said the whole thing about confidence, but I was still pretty
Yeah.
like stage fright.
You didn't like the idea of a live performance necessarily. Yeah.
No.
I feel that.
Also, like our theater department was super like good, and so it became very like I don't know what the word is, but like a little like the same people did theater every year, and they also did like this thing called Flight, which is this like singing dancing performance, and so it just was like
Became cliquey, kind of.
I guess, yeah, like cliquey has like a negative connotation. I don't know if it was necessarily negative, but it certainly felt like
It was just
that's
a
not my
tight-knit group
thing.
that was going through the whole thing
Yeah,
that you didn't feel.
I don't belong there.
Okay. And when does the University of Michigan like kind of become an option, a possibility? When
I
does
was
it
like
hit your radar?
just talking about this with someone. Maybe it was Macy. I feel like I've been talking to Macy a lot recently. Just gonna bring them up like every single episode.
We're gonna have Macy
episode.
back on the show soon.
Yeah.
I think we should do that.
I think that would be awesome. Maybe
Yeah.
Macy and I can do a joint thing.
Yeah.
And we
just
interview you.
two.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. Maybe we'll do that soon. Actually.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do
That
that.
way you-
Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we have Macy on twice before we have on. Oh, I forgot. I'll bleep him in post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. The producer's gonna talk to you after the episode.
I'm gonna get a fucking spanking, dude. I'm gonna get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Michigan like was not on my radar. Like
There's no family connections there.
no family connections. Like no one from my high school went my year. I think
Interesting.
one person went the year before me.
Wow.
And I just I applied to a bunch of schools and like got into some of them. Didn't get into other ones, and like
California, New York. Where were you applying?
I applied to the ones I'm remembering are Northwestern, which I did not get into, Tulane, I did not get into.
Damn.
Syracuse, I got into. I don't know. I applied to
Yeah.
I think Ball State I also applied to.
Nice.
But it kind of came down to like Syracuse and Michigan.
Nice.
And Syracuse
Those
was
are
just
pretty good schools.
too expensive.
Yeah.
And Michigan's expensive too, but
Yeah.
like Syracuse is even more.
Syracuse is crazy. That's a private school, isn't it?
No idea.
Oh.
But
Well,
yeah, Michigan.
and you
because-
end up, then you say, you know what? And did you visit first?
Yeah, my cousin went to school at Michigan.
Oh, cool.
So I visited my cousin Ryan.
Ryan, what did Ryan do?
I actually don't know what his undergrad was, but like his thing was he was going to be a lawyer.
Lawyer.
So it's probably public
Poli-sci
policy
or
or something.
something.
Like, yeah, political science.
And you're living in South Quad.
Yes, and that's where we meet.
That's where we meet in South Quad. Wow. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to think. We would have met at a Breach of Peace meeting, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you
I
remember?
remember the exact thing, and I think you might be embarrassed for me to say.
Please say it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh my God.
I don't know if you want me to
I think you
say.
should.
Okay.
Say it and I'll cut it
You're
out if I hate it.
Going around telling people what colors their auras were, and you said mine was.
I did it as a joke though, right?
I don't know.
It must have been a joke.
I didn't know you that closely then, so I couldn't tell. But
That sounds like a joke.
you said mine was gold,
Nice.
and I was like,
Golden aura.
yeah, I was like, that feels like
Pretty good.
He's giving me a compliment.
I was, dude.
and I was like, maybe this person wants to be my friend.
Yeah,
As
I like your aura.
Yeah.
I like your
I like
golden
your
aura. Your aura is very golden.
Yeah. So
Good line, or
I
fine.
think it was
worked
pretty good. I
out
think
fine.
it
We're
worked.
hanging out now.
Yeah.
What didn't suck?
No, it did not suck, and that was, I think.
That is cringy. That is an embarrassing thing to be doing, especially when you first meet somebody.
I don't think it's cringy. I just think it was.
It would be cringy if that. Okay, what did you think it was?
I just think it would be like. I don't know, like. Maybe it's not cringy. I don't think it's cringy.
I think it is if it was. I think I was doing it kind of as a joke, personally.
Okay.
I think I was looking at people and being like, yeah, you look like yellow, you know?
Yeah.
You look like you'd be a blue aura. I was really worried when you started that story because, like, I've had, I pretty much hate myself until, like, 1 year ago. And even then, I got some things, some bones to pick.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I've heard, I love to ask people what their first impressions of me were. Because a lot of times I don't even, remember meeting people.
Well, no, that wasn't my first impression of
Oh,
you.
okay. That was just when we first met, what I was
That was
doing.
like the first thing I remember coming out of your mouth, and I was like, that's a little goofy, but but I liked it.
Nice.
And also, I think I remember my first impression of you was like, oh, this person really cares about the people around him.
Whoa.
Was like,
Nice.
even if they weren't people you were friends with, you were just like really kind and supportive.
Wow.
And so I was like,
You got that at the Breach of Peace meeting? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's very nice.
always like making sure that people were heard, or like if a joke that wasn't super funny was like said, you still somehow made people feel like appreciated for even having the courage to speak. Like I just remember being like, oh, this is someone I should probably like hold on to.
Wow, that's very kind of you. I always really liked being in a writer's room for that reason. I just really like, I know it's scary, you know, that's like the most vulnerable you can be is like presenting something that you wrote to a room full of people that are also writers and are like going to be judgmental and critical of it. Especially, well, I don't know about especially, but, you know, if you're looking for laughs and you don't get a laugh, like that's
It sucks.
one of the worst things
Yeah.
ever. So I always wanted to, you know, I don't laugh at everything, but I do I love to laugh. It's my,
I love to laugh. Da, 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 da. You know that song?
yeah, I do. It is my favorite thing.
As it
And
should
so I like to do that. Like I've been in writers' rooms with people that, you know, call themselves comedy writers, and they literally won't laugh like for a 2-hour session in a writer's room, and I'm like, it's nothing funny to you, like, and that never made sense to me. But I also just think like, you know, so much of we're doing it again. We're talking about comedy again. We're dissecting comedy.
Which is crazy because keep going.
It's just like, no, what were you gonna say?
No.
No, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, okay. You were like, when you're in a writer's room and people are not laughing, like, what does that say about them? I think is what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about taking risks, you know, taking swings. And I think even if you take a swing and miss, unless you were like saying something completely hateful or insane or nonsensical, like I think there should still be, you know, a respect and an acknowledgement that you took the swing, you took the risk. I think that's super important, especially when you're in college learning how to do the damn thing.
Yeah, and also you're in like a new place with a bunch of people.
It was
never
scary.
Met before. You don't
That was
feel
scary.
secure in who you are.
And a lot, especially in that room, the breach of peace room, a lot of those people's, probably almost everyone's defense mechanism, especially in that situation, is to try to be funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is not mine.
Right. And I feel like the people in that room whose defense mechanism wasn't that was like, all right, well, I'm just going to like kind of sink back and let them work. Yeah. But you weren't the only one that did that. I noticed other people being like, oh shit. Because it's like, you know, outside of, and I don't know what their true feelings were, and I'd love to have them on the show sometimes, but like Brendan and Justin and Julian seemed so like secure running the show and their thing. I don't know if that was the case, but it felt like, you know, I wish we could ask Ariel about this. I felt like everyone else, it was a new thing. It was a brand new show. And so like there were some prior relationships there, but so much of it was complete strangers trying to prove to each other that they're funny, which can be just such like a fucking, I mean, exhausting environment to be in.
And I think there were many reasons why I just like did not continue with that. But I think part of the reason was like, I just did not feel like I needed to like prove to anyone that I was funny. Because comedy, it's surprising that I'm like with all of these lovely, super talented comedians, because comedy is not something I'm like,
consider your strong suit necessarily.
No, not a strong suit. Not something I've like ever really. I like watch comedies, but I just don't appreciate it the way that like. I mean, I appreciate it because I think all my friends are lovely and wonderful and funny, but I don't like.
It doesn't click with you. It doesn't connect with you. Yeah.
Yeah, all of the people here in LA do.
That's fair. I think it's interesting because I do just think you're such like a naturally funny person that I don't know. I think it's interesting that you don't key in on it. I mean, not just that like that you don't, but just you're like, eh.
Yeah, I mean, I think
it doesn't turn the gears.
I just don't. I don't know if I see myself as that funny, but I don't know. Sometimes I find myself saying things that like get laughs, and I'm like, I don't know if that was a joke. You know,
there are just. I mean, I've met. You know, you're not the first person I've met that's just like. This is just a naturally funny person, and I almost hope that they don't try to be funny, because when they just, not that I'm saying that about you, but like, so funny just naturally, like just the things that you say and do just make me laugh. That's why I wanted you really on the show, besides knowing that you would be keep me in check and, you know, steady the ship. You have a way of coming in that catches me off guard, which is what comedy is, being caught off guard. And
nice.
I think you have this, I mean, you're such a nice person.
Thanks.
You have this kindness to you, and it's a kind energy that people pick up on immediately. So that when you come in with that same kind, soft tone, and you hit me with a little sly punch, I like that. I think that's very funny. I like it a lot.
Oh, thank you.
But we'll move on from Breach of Peace and first impressions.
Yeah. Well, it was a good one. What was your first impression of me?
My first impression was Katie was, first of all, wow, funny.
Oh, thanks.
Funny, but also nice, which I like to key in on right away. I really like hanging out with nice people. It's my favorite thing.
If someone's mean, unfortunately, they don't often get second chances. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
and it's like I understand. Like I do like mean as a joke sometimes. I do think that's kind of funny. But you can
Yeah,
I feel
but
like
that's
very
different from being a mean person.
you can very quickly pick up on someone's core, I think. And I just felt like I recognized right away this was like a cool, funny person. But then, Breach of Peace kind of fizzles out. That whole unpleasantness happens in 2020, and we don't really see each other for like a while.
No, but we did
We kept in touch a little bit.
In touch.
Correspondence.
Yeah.
You came by the house and met Charlie. And there were a couple of Zoom game nights.
Oh yeah. It was like every time Anna and I ran into each other, we were like, we gotta text the group chat.
And shout out Anna Friedman and Ajay Amasti and Rohan Malatera and all people that. What do we know what they're up to? Do you know what Anna's up to?
Anna, I believe, is.
It's gonna be a real niche.
I think Anna is. I remember I talked to her right before we left. I went down to the river with Anna and Issa and oh my gosh,
She was cool. She was funny.
I think she's still in Ann Arbor right now,
Nice.
if not at home for a bit.
Nice. You should tell her I say what's up.
Okay, I will.
And I think Rohan's got another year left, but we should.
He was working at the Michigan Theater last time I saw him.
I think we might get him out here.
Oh really?
I think we
That'd
might.
be awesome.
He's from West Coast. He's a West Coast boy.
Oh, I didn't know.
San Fran boy. And we'll have to check in with Ajaya as well.
I haven't heard anything from him really.
We talked a
But I
little
hope
bit
he's
senior
doing
year.
well.
We checked in a little bit because he had pivoted to this is so we're just
This is so niche.
talking about
I
a
know.
mutual friend of ours that nobody else probably knows. A buddy of ours started in film, ended up switching to like stats and got an internship at Nike in Oregon.
Oh.
And like a nice internship, and then came back from that and was like, I think I kind of hated that and I don't want to do it.
Okay.
And then was like getting back into film. And we both just got busy with stuff, and we had we talked about getting some projects going. They never materialized. That's probably a story that didn't need to be on the podcast, but
Yeah. I feel like I mean, like, not yet. Yes, it's a wonderful story for me to hear because it's something I would like
I
to
feel it's
know.
a good story for you. Yeah.
I feel like most of this podcast is just going to be us, like, talking like we're just hanging out normally. Which
That's
is
kind of
this
the vibe of the
podcast
show.
is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Yes,
let's
should be
let's
on
keep
the pod.
moving forward through the timeline, I guess, because there
Okay.
still is some substantial stuff to get to, because I feel like the sort of the rekindling of our friendship kind of happens in Los Angeles
What?
after our junior year, because you're out here interning, and I come out to visit Ben and Justin.
You didn't think we were friends before that?
No, I thought we were friends, but we just didn't hang out. And I felt like this summer,
We didn't hang out.
like we hung out once when you came to the house and the Zoom games, but besides that, we didn't hang out until senior
I was
year.
like, we're best friends.
Well, I don't want to ruin that image. You were always a friend in my head, but can you besides that time that you came and saw Charlie, can you think of a time between freshman and senior year that we hung out? I'm not sure that I can.
Well, we had class together junior year, I think.
What class?
I don't know, but I feel like
I
I
don't think we
remember
did.
you. I remember you.
I don't think so, Katie.
No.
I don't think we had a class together junior year.
Throughout all of, I feel like throughout all of college, I was like, oh, this is my like consistent friend.
Well, I'm glad you think that, and let me just say, I think that too. I don't think we were ever not friends. We just weren't seeing each other.
I guess that's true.
When COVID, when we were all online, and then I don't think we had, because we didn't have 310 together, and we didn't have.
But I remember us texting and being like, oh, it's so bummer that we don't have class together. I guess that's just
we didn't have class together.
Yeah.
We
Well,
thought we might. We signed up
yeah.
for the same
Yeah.
classes, but they weren't the same
Time.
sections.
Yeah.
And
I was in 311, you were in 310.
exactly. And then Los
LA,
Angeles.
Last
you're,
summer.
You're interning last summer.
At Campfire Studios.
Shout out. We like them.
I had a great time.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Apply
was-
to Campfire Studios.
It was actually the first time I got to work in. I was not an archive intern. I was a development intern, nonfiction development intern. But it was the first time I got to work with archive.
And you liked it a lot.
I loved it. Now that's
Cool.
what I want to do.
Archival stuff. That's so sick. So you're out there living with, what was her name?
All the people I was living with?
The one girl that I met.
Oh,
Isabel.
Frankie. Yeah.
Francesca.
Francesca.
You're out there living with Frankie and the girls.
Yeah.
And I bum by to visit Justin and at they're staying in a dumpy frat. I've told this story multiple times now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, let's fucking hang out. It's been years at this point, I think. And we go to the beach. We have a little beach day. Nothing spectacular, but it's fun. We're vibing.
So much fun.
We're having a grand old time. Like literally a grand old time.
Yeah.
I say that phrase a lot.
I brought like beers, even though you're not supposed to drink. I think I brought beers.
I brought beers. I don't want to say anything, but I think I brought beers.
I think I brought beers. It was the first time I
were
met
drinking.
Macy.
Yeah, well, that was the first day I had met Macy Galler as well. We're drinking beers on the beach. Macy had met your friend Quinn or Fia. Fia. Macy had met Nia.
Fia.
Macy had met Nia at Felp. Macy
Nia?
had met Fia at Nelp, and was like, I think we talked about this on the Ela episode or the Mary episode.
You definitely talked about it on the Macy.
The Macy episode, which you weren't there for.
No, I.
That's
did
why we got to
not.
get Macy
I failed
back.
to hang out with Fia. Sorry, Macy.
Sorry, Hunter. I think
you'll
more
forgive
like
me.
Macy will get over it. I'll forgive you.
Yeah, you'll forgive me.
We'll see. Sorry.
What are we talking
Completely
about?
lost
We're
my
on the
train of
beach?
thought. We're on the
You
beach.
Met Macy for the first time.
Met Macy, and I'm like, oh shit, Katie's here. I'm having fun hanging out with Katie. This person, Macy's fucking awesome. Like them, they're making me laugh. Maybe that's a new friend. Who knows?
I think Justin and Ben were there.
We were
Nicole
we were
was
doing dumb
there,
bits.
I
Yeah.
think.
No, Morgan Kovaleski was there. No, Nicole.
Oh,
I think.
Nicole was in LA though.
Yes.
But maybe
Maybe Nicole was there as well. Who gives a fuck?
Morgan was definitely there.
Morgan Kovaleski was there.
Brooke maybe had shown up.
Reinbold was not there at the time.
No, not that Brooke.
Doddridge.
Doddridge. Yeah.
Doddridge may have been there. The memory's shot these days.
It was one day a year ago. So
Ultimately, we've gotten to the point of this specific story. Okay. The point is, I'm like, dude, let's fucking hang out. Like, let's keep this party going.
your hair looks super blonde in this lamp.
Do you like it?
Yeah,
It's very
cool.
Cali.
It is very Cali. Do you think your hair is lightening in the sun?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. I think I am. I don't want to. I think I'm getting a little tan.
Getting a little tan. I feel like I've never noticed the light blondness of your hair before, but maybe it's just
highlights.
the lamp. I don't know.
Well, I've always been.
Continue.
When I was a kid, I had bleach blonde hair, and it was straight.
Did you?
It was straight, and it
That's
was
wild.
white. And then over the years, my Jewish genes sort of, really dug their claws in, and it got curlier and shaggier and dirtier over the years.
Dirtier?
Color wise, dirty blonde.
Oh.
I call myself a dirty blonde.
Yeah, I would say that's accurate.
Yeah. But
Continue.
I say let's keep this fucking. Oh, and by the way, WGA strike over, technically, which means
W-
I'm gonna have to cut this hair soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Get excited for that, guys.
Woo! I kind of want to do it on cam. I think that'd be kind of
Okay,
funny.
we
What if
can
I was
do
getting a
that.
haircut while we were
Yeah,
potting?
we should do it as like a vlog.
Yeah.
Kind of like bring back maybe the vlog and like yeah.
Whoa! I
Episode
like
100
that.
Davidson vlog.
Whoa, dude! I think that idea. Sorry, I'm sorry. I think that idea would be met with a lot of enthusiasm.
Yeah. Let us know I'm gonna keep saying let us know in the comments below so that you comment so that boosts our like
I know
I am
Jake
always
Primack is gonna
producing.
comment. I know Jake Primack is gonna comment.
Yay!
Well, we're at an hour 6.
This is true. Okay.
You're the producer. You're the one that said, "Hey, Hunter, I don't really want the episodes to go long."
Is that my voice? Was that my voice?
No, I didn't. As soon as I started doing it, I felt bad about it. That's not.
No, you didn't.
That's
You
not.
kept going.
That's not how you
You're
sound.
like, for like
Hold
a
on, let me
solid
try
5
to do it.
seconds.
Well, I don't know if I should try. Let's do it, an impression. Oh my god. I'm not gonna do it. No, you obviously don't sound like that.
Are you gonna try to do an impression of me?
Are you gonna try to do an impression of me?
I feel like that was okay.
That was kind of fine.
Whatever.
It wasn't great, but it was kind of fun. Well, okay. So when we hang out, we become. I think we really solidify
That was
Our
brave of
bond.
you.
to do the impression.
Yeah. I'm surprised you did it.
It was scary. It was
That
definitely
was,
scary.
I would like cry if someone told me to do an impression of them right in front of them. You were just like, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, well,
Thank you for doing that for me.
I'm a natural performer, so I gotta kind of do stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, what question were you asking?
No, we start really hanging out again. Ela Colra gets in the fold. Nice. You couldn't. Wait, was that a burp?
No, I was
You
trying
were trying to eat it. Yeah.
Ela.
Ela gets in the fold. Shout out Ela. I know she's listening.
Yeah.
I don't. What else? We start doing this podcast. We're hanging out. We're writing a pilot together.
It's true.
Yeah. I think we should wait a little bit longer before we talk about it on here.
Okay.
What do you think? Do you want to talk about it?
No.
It's an animated show.
It's an animated show and it's really funny.
It's making us laugh really hard.
Yeah. And let's just say there's a guy who likes to skateboard in it.
Let's just say this dude skates and he freaking smokes.
Yeah.
And it's funny. And that's fun. And we live in LA together and we're doing this show. Not together. We live in LA near each
Yes,
other.
It's true.
And we're doing the show and we're hanging out.
It's true. And I work at a children's bookstore.
yeah. I hope I didn't fuck up the wide there. Oh, it's fine.
I don't know what's happening. I think you're okay. The wide has a lot of like.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because usually there's another person there. And that's what I'm
it's
saying.
usually me.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's nice.
Now I'm the producer.
Yeah. Now you have literally nobody can hear you.
You gotta say what words I'm saying.
You got to say what words I'm saying.
Okay, so I'm the producer.
Okay, so I'm the producer and super valuable to the project. What are we doing, man? Are we ready to wrap up
No.
here? What else
I
do you want to
keep
say?
Talking. Now I know why you want to keep it like an hour or 2
2
hours.
hours.
long.
Yeah, because like this is really like we're kind of hitting the sweet. We're kind of hitting the sweet spot. We've been
What? What are you laughing about?
nothing, dude. We're funny. I'm glad we're doing this.
I want to talk more about me.
Okay.
Hmm.
Interests, dislikes,
Okay.
druthers.
Truther?
Yeah, you want to complain about anything?
What's a truther?
A druther is like something
A
that
druther.
a problem in your life.
I've never heard that word before. Druther.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of a fun one, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I have any druthers.
That was a crazy sound. There's no water in her bowl. She's gonna start barking here in a second.
Okay. Well, I work at a children's bookstore. It's fun. And my interests are crocheting and sewing.
What kind of crochet
Reading.
projects have you been working on
I've
lately?
been making a comforter
Nice.
for my bed.
Nice.
Okay, let's talk about you.
Oh god. Oh god.
Okay, why do you have tortillas in your cabinet?
Those actually are not mine. You ate, I believe, Ben's tortillas. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Don't feel bad.
Well, I don't I could have like said like, hey, can I have your tortilla, or like, thank you for your tortilla. Instead, I just grabbed one of his tortillas.
No, what
and
happened
put
was
them in my mouth.
yeah, you walked in and I said, eat whatever you want in this house, because I'm kind of like the alpha of this apartment, and I can say that because Ryan's not here. And
Is Ryan the alpha?
no, he's not, but he thinks he is. And if he was here, he'd try to fight me about it.
What if Ryan listens to this?
He doesn't. He won't. You think Ryan Duggan listens to my show?
Maybe.
That dude's got better things to do.
Okay, so if you were a fish,
Okay.
would you
Flounder. Sorry.
a flounder?
Yeah. One eye on both eyes on one side.
Oh, okay. If you had two eyes on one side of your head, do you think it would be more helpful or more disorienting?
I think it would just be like a fun change. Because
Do you
then
wish you could like change that?
I do wish
Change that about yourself.
I do wish I had shape shifting abilities.
Oh yeah, I
So I
think
could
so too.
Do whatever I wanted.
Did
And then you never have to work out if you were a shapeshifter. You just give yourself abs.
Yeah, but you could
what?
also do so much cooler things. Like you could become a bird.
Yeah. But if I was a shapeshifter, I'd make myself like 6'5" and fucking jacked.
But
Go to the NBA.
well, because you want to be in the NBA.
NBA, yeah. 7. Maybe I make myself like a 7'3", just fucking monster center.
You could do that, but it would be really difficult to go through doors.
Well, yeah, but I mean, in theory, if nobody's looking, or like after I get off the court, dude, I could just like shift down like 4 inches.
Unless shape-shifting becomes like accepted in our society.
Ooh, that would be cool. Damn, we need shifters walking around, dude. People would
Shifters.
not like them.
Oh, why?
They'd be like,
Too powerful?
and this is what they would say, and I think we all know who I'm talking about.
Okay.
Be like, why don't you shift into one of us? You know, I think you get a lot of that.
Shift into one of us?
Yeah.
What?
I think personally, if shapeshifters existed,
Mm-hmm.
white nationalists would be like demanding them to shift into white people.
Oh, okay. This is probably true. I feel like my goal and desire would be that shapeshifters would be like
Birds.
Yeah, not like shifting into like other people.
Different people, yeah.
But I guess that's
But really,
true.
how like really besides like I guess like a bird to fly somewhere, how useful is that to shift into a bird? Not very.
Why would that not be useful? You have a tiny stomach. You only need a little bit of food to be full.
So what?
So I don't know. You save
shift
money
into
on
a bird
food.
and peck on some breadcrumbs for a little
Yeah.
bit. No, I don't buy it.
And then you would save so much money on groceries.
Yeah, but then you're just a little fucking piece of shit bird. If you're not
What
flying
is wrong?
around,
Why do you dislike birds?
birds are fine. But what I mean, what are you gonna
Birds
be?
are awesome.
A pigeon?
Of all the birds, why would you be I mean, pigeons are cool, but why would you be a pigeon?
Would you
could
be a
like
swallow? I'd be like a
Yeah.
falcon, maybe. I'd be like a fucking.
from Wheaton North.
I'd be a Wheaton North fighting falcon. Dude.
Yeah.
I'd be a peregrine falcon, or a bald eagle.
Oh, here's something we didn't talk about. I worked at when I was in high school. I worked at a rehabilitation center for animals as a volunteer, and one of the
To get them off drugs.
no,
Sorry.
wait, why do I feel like
You feel like what?
I'm gonna look up. I feel like maybe I am
Missing what word that is?
I do feel like I'm now using the wrong word.
Are you sure it's not like conservatory or
I
sanctuary?
don't think so.
We had a lot of bird sanctuaries in
Um,
Michigan, but this does sound different from what those were.
Because it's like a place where like
A shelter.
you like are given an animal
Nursing.
who's like injured,
You're
and
nursing
then
them to
the
health.
goal is to either release them into the wild or you take them in because they cannot be released into the wild. This is why Google is so bad, because I can't sit here and wonder about the word. I have to actually Google it, and I think
You
that
have to
is
search like
bad.
what do you call a place where birds get help for drug addiction treatment?
Yeah, a wildlife rehabilitator.
Nice.
Okay, anyway, let's cut that. But
We'll cut that. Charlie, what?
yeah, I worked at an animal rehabilitation center as a like animal educator for children, and one of the things that I showed them was we had the wingspan of like a wing of an animal who unfortunately passed away.
Rip.
For a falcon, and so
Big.
it's very big, like this big, very beautiful. We also had the
2
talon.
feet, you think? 18 inches? 2 feet, a foot, a little over a
I
foot.
used to know all these facts. I think the wingspan, I want to say it was like maybe like 38 inches.
Nice. Nice.
Don't quote me on that because I don't remember. But that's something fun about me that not a lot of people know.
And that's why you're here.
That's why I'm here.
Give bird
For people
facts.
to learn about what I did in my sophomore year of high school.
No, I'm glad you told us about that. I think it's interesting.
Thanks.
I'm glad you know about birds. We need more people on the show that know about birds.
Yeah, I agree.
We should get a bird expert on the show.
We should get a bird on the show.
We should get a bird on the show. We should get a parakeet on the goddamn program.
Yeah. Or like one of the crows that are outside of our... Oh, sorry. Yeah, or like one of the crows that are outside of our houses. Hi, baby. Yeah.
What do you think, Catherine?
Yeah, we can be done.
I just feel like we've covered a lot.
Yeah.
We're gonna cover more.
Cover more what?
Like we're gonna be doing this more.
Skin.
Yeah, we're gonna cover up more. We've gotten far too revealing on this show, dude. We need to be more modest.
Yeah.
I'm showing way
Petition to
too much
become-
leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not
Yeah.
yet, but I was watching this like video. I think it was like a Cody Coho video, but it was like about people like getting the ick with your boyfriend, and the guy was like, I think the like main theme of this video is that all the guys are wearing shorts.
Yeah.
And I like, what's up with that? Why are people mean to guys in shorts? That should not happen.
Yeah,
But also
it's,
there's like bigger fish to fry.
No, I think you're right that we should be tackling this issue that dudes are getting just,
Yeah, 'cause
unfairly marginalized.
You were like instantaneously, I was like, let's cover up. And you were like, oh, I'm wearing shorts. Like, why are we so mean to guys in shorts?
Well, because it's a lot of thigh meat out in the open.
Yeah.
And, look, I'm all for body positivity. Part of me, when I see myself showing this much thigh, I'm like, geez, dude, cover up. Why are we doing all this?
I don't think so.
I know, which is very nice of you, and I think that's the right thing to think. But I understand why people are like, whoa, at least get some sweats on, brother.
Yeah.
Some
I don't think
khakis,
so,
some
but
chinos.
I think it's a silly little thing.
You think I should keep wearing shorts on the show?
Yeah, if you feel comfortable in shorts, you should wear shorts.
Let us know in the comments what you guys think I should wear in the
Don't do
show.
that.
I didn't wear a Laker. Oh, I wore Lakers shorts.
Yeah, don't do that. Let Hunter decide what he wears.
Let Hunter in the comments know how you think he looks.
Don't do that either. Unless it's super positive. But like, I feel like just let Hunter be Hunter. He's beautiful and we love him.
Thank you, Katie.
No one should share unsolicited opinions. I think that's our problem with the internet. People share so many unsolicited opinions.
People keep letting us know their thoughts and we didn't ask for them.
Not us specifically, just the internet.
Yeah.
People don't comment that much for us. We could get more comments, I think.
Even unsolicited opinions, I wouldn't even be necessarily that mad about.
Why?
Because we could use the engagement.
I guess I'm just scared of like
Don't say anything about
people on the
Katie.
internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't say anything about me, please. I just wish people would not talk about other people on the internet. I wish the internet didn't exist.
Wow, that's kind of full circle. That's how we started the deleted record.
That's true. Yeah.
This feels like a
I
kind of a natural stopping point. Final thoughts.
I think final thoughts are that you're wonderful and beautiful
Oh.
and just like the coolest
Oh.
and everyone loves you. You want that hand that's been slobbered by Charlie?
Thank you very much. I love you. It was very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And
We ending it?
Fuck, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Fuck. There we go. We'll kind of let it play us out,
Yeah. Well, should we talk through it?
Yeah, it's my favorite thing to do.
Okay. My name is Katie, and
No, actually, I like to do this.